Hey VC, it's Craig here back at you for another video. The last video I did, I talked about my 20 most favorite vinyl records that I own. And there was a bonus at the end that a few people actually asked me to talk a little bit more about and do a needle drop. So I will be doing a needle drop on that record in just a few moments. But what makes it so special, or what makes it worth talking about? Well, here's the record. And I'm going to tell you a story how this record is, what it means to me. We were driving home from another town one night, my parents and I was sitting in the back seat, and I was about 18 years old, maybe 19. I don't remember the exact, I guess I could do the math, but somewhere in there. And I was just looking out the window, and it was sort of dusk, the sun was going down, and there was beautiful scenery and stuff. And I just looked at the horizon, and I thought to myself, there's a dream on the horizon, and I just thought to myself, that'd probably make a good title for a song. I should probably write that down. And so I went home and I wrote it down, and I made a mental note of it and whatnot. I kid you not, I believe it was the next day. I was out of high school, and I was taking a year off before I went to college. And I was sleeping in, and I got a call on my phone in my room from a guy called Keith Elshaw. And he had apparently heard some of the music that I had written in years past. I've been a songwriter, and I put out some stuff on cassettes and passed it around to friends and whatnot. And I guess a few of them got passed around, and he ended up with a copy of it. And he phoned me and he said, I've heard some of your music, and I'd be really interested in having you write a song for a project that we're doing. It's an album that we're making, and it's about the Olympics. It's called The Big Picture. And it's all about the Calgary 1988 Olympics, the Winter Olympics. So I was really excited to do it, and having a song on a record, and he told me it was going to be played on the radio, and they were going to distribute it, and it was going to be in record stores. And I thought, oh, this is great. Yeah, sure. All right, I'll do that. Yeah, yeah, I'm in. Let's go. So he hung up, and of course, then my next task was to write the song. And not being a big sports person myself, I wasn't really into the Olympics, and I didn't really know much about it. So I was living at home still at the time, so I went up and asked my mom about it. I said, hey, this is what's happened. They've asked me to do this, and she was excited. And I said, Mom, I don't know anything about, I write love songs. I don't know anything about the Olympics. And she explained a few things to me, the torch ceremony and the flags and the countries and how they want to represent their country and win the medal. And she sort of told me the gist of it, what it all was about. Me being a bit of a hermit, I wasn't really into watching that kind of stuff on TV. So I thought, just that song title I thought of last night when we were driving home. Dream on the Horizon. She talked about how every one of the Olympians have dreams, They want to become, they want to win the medal. So I thought, well, there's the start of it. Dream on the Horizon. So I went down to my little studio in my room downstairs, and I recorded the song Dream on the Horizon. I wrote it, recorded it on my little 4-track. So we took it, I sort of mixed it the best I could. We took it to Toronto, and we played it to the people who phoned me. And then they said, well, we're going to, thank you for bringing it. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to, talk to some people, and we'll get back to you and let you know what we think. So we went home, and I thought to myself, well, there's that done. I mean, it's not going to, that's not going to go anywhere. Well, I did get a phone call, and it was the same guy, and he said, we really loved that song. He said, we can't get enough of it. He said, it fits right in with everything we're doing. As a matter of fact, he said, I would like to name the album after that. I would like that to be the title song of the album. Well, of course, I was losing my mind over this. So, to make a long story short, I was excited. I traveled back to Toronto. That's where the recording took place, in Toronto, Ontario. there it was. Dream on the Horizon was born. And here's the album cover. The album is, as you can see, is titled "Dream on the Horizon," a tribute to the Olympic spirit. The original big picture, that was the original title, and then they subtitled it "Dream on the Horizon." You have no idea what that meant to me. The important thing is that I have it, and it sounds cool. And I'm not gonna play the whole thing because these other songs aren't mine, but I will play "Dream on the Horizon." I hope you enjoy it. Here's the needle drop. Cheers, and thanks for watching. You can strive for your dreams. Seems you never stop. It's an uphill climb, but if you've got the time, you just keep climbing until you reach the top. And there'll be times when the world's not on your side, and you